Quarterback of the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. That touchdown, Hurricanes.
Junior taking a shot deep. Open target. Her third from left to right. Sets off. Oh,
down.
Watch him. He's going to set up. He's going to go for it. Fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
Good evening, YouTube. It's the final day of week 1 here in season 17 of the CFSL, and it brings us to Jordan-Hare Stadium as the Auburn Tigers are set to host the Ohio Bobcats. It's a day filled with MAC versus P2 matchups today. I'm Benny Mixon, and joining me in the booth is Tony Papel. Tony, what are a couple keys you're looking forward to in this matchup?
Well, Vinny, it's a pleasure to be here with you. First time we're calling together, so I'm really excited for that. You know, I think this is a story of maybe replacing some lost key talent on the offensive side of the ball. Auburn obviously lost Draymond Shakur III, and Ohio lost Tank Lionheart. It's gonna be key to see who steps up in those positions.
Absolutely, as Ohio is going to get set to start over here with the ball. They're going to go under center on this first play. They're going to send a man in motion on it as Del Toro is going to drop back and fire this one out to the left side. He's going to fire it over everybody for an incomplete pass.
Well, just smart to throw that one away. I believe that's called the Ryan Moreland special, just throwing it into the first row of the stands to find a cute girl.
Absolutely. Ryan Moreland had a great season his freshman year. Del Toro here looking to get his season started off good as they're going to go to Agent PP for a 12-yard gain.
I don't know if we established that it was Agent PP, but definitely Perry Pushkaryov with a great reception on that one.
First down for the Ohio Bobcats is once again under center is Del Toro. He's going to fire this one out quickly. That's going to Dakota Gaiman for 5 yards.
JJ Smoke, the senior corner, coming up with a great tackle as well. 2nd and 5, very manageable, whole playbook open.
They're going to have 2nd and 5 from their own 41-yard line as Del Toro is going to drop back, 3-step drop. He fires this one over quick. Has a receiver breaking tackles, still going, and this one's going to go for 37 is Malik Henderson.
Malik Henderson had a dominant season last year, the leading receiver for Ohio, and he is picking up right where he left off. Great play, breaks a couple tackles. It's way down the field, Ohio, and great field position here early in this game.
Great first drive here for the Ohio Bobcats, as with that play brings them to Auburn's 23-yard line here. They're going to go with 2 receivers to the top of your screen as Del Toro fires this one out quick, and he just overthrows his wide receiver.
Might have been throwing it to the mascot over there in the corner as well. Just looking to get that one out of here. Auburn's pressure got there too quickly.
Did not like what he saw after the snap here as they go 21 personnel. One tight end is going to go in motion to the left side on this play, as once again they look to fire this one, but the rush is there, and Del Toro is going to go down for a loss.
That's a massive sack by Bryce Strawn, coming up from the safety position, just gets in unblocked from the edge and gets a free hit on Del Toro. You have to think that, as we were talking about last night, that's a bit of an excuse me block. Just try and warn your quarterback on that one. Strawn was coming in too quick.
Strawn explodes off the ball, brings this to a 3rd and 17 here as Ohio is now in fringe field goal range. Del Toro is going to try and find a man, and that one's going to fall to the ground.
Yeah, just harmlessly falls down. 4th and 17. They're going to go for it here, though. Oh, my goodness, I love this call.
Absolutely a gamble here. 4th and 17, and they decide to go for it. Shotgun here, but Del Toro cannot get rid of this before he is sacked once again.
Raven Remington, you all know his name, everybody in chat. The entire CFSL knows who that is. You cannot block him with just the center. He gets there just in time to prevent the deep ball from being thrown, and that is a turnover on downs. The leading sack holder in Auburn history gets another one here tonight.
Fires off the line like a Remington shotgun on that play, gets the turnover on downs, as Baker Thomas and company will get their first drive of the game going, and they're going to go a little jet sweep on this play. That's going to be Thane Lewis for 6 yards.
Thane Lewis, a great job of coming around the edge. The junior elite wide receiver making a great play. 2nd and very manageable.
Once again, coming out the shotgun set, they're going to look to go trips to the top of your screen on this one. Baker Thomas going to keep it on the read option, looks to cut off field. He's going to pick up the first down and a few extra yards as he gets 10.
Yeah, definitely love to see that from your quarterback. We know that Cole Mantell, the AD for Auburn, likes to get his quarterback in space, let him make plays, and that's exactly what he did there.
That play is going to move Auburn across midfield now as they're going to look to go 11 personnel on this play. They're going to send the tight end in motion as they're going to hand this one off going up the middle, and that's going to be Storm Odie for 2 yards.
Mike Whitley, the junior strong safety, coming up to make the tackle in the back, or almost in the backfield for a short gain. That's a great play to hold him to 2nd and long.
They're going to have 2nd and 8 here from the Ohio 45 as they go read option once again. Baker Thomas has some yards, and he's going to be able to pick up 6, bring us up to a 3rd and 2.
You know what, Vinny? So far this season, we have seen quarterbacks have a lot of success running the read option to the left-hand side. Maybe you have to think that the right outside linebackers maybe aren't doing their job so much.
Could be the case here as Baker Thomas is going to take off once again. He's got the legs to pick up the first few extra yards and get down to the 25-yard line.
Well, I mean, on this one, he runs to the right, so I don't know what I'm talking about clearly, as that's a great play. Another great cut right at the end to pick up an extra 4 or 5 yards. Baker Thomas is moving and grooving, and so are the Auburn Tigers.
Great start to this game for the sophomore quarterback, looking to have a very great season in this offense as they're going to go shotgun on this one. Fires it across the middle, has his receiver, Nate Haynes, for 8 yards.
Nate Hayes from Roanoke, Virginia. The junior makes a great play across the middle of the field. I say it all the time, Vinny, the middle of the field is so underutilized in the passing game, but not right there.
Absolutely one of the great spots to go in quick passes, and this looks to be a false start from the Auburn offense. That's going to back them up after that great play they had on first down. Now a 2nd and 7 upcoming.
Absolutely devastating. Cannot do that. Have to have the discipline. Maybe just too excited. Maybe it was his first game ever for the walk-on. But just try and get your nerves under, or calm your nerves here.
As Auburn's going to go play action, Thomas fires it out to the flat. That's going to go to Rocky Franklin, the Pittsburgh transfer, for 4 yards.
Oh my goodness, we are never going to hear the end of this if Rocky Franklin gets a touchdown. Nice to see him get a catch on the sideline, though.
His first catch in this one is going to bring it to 3rd and 3 for the Auburn Tigers as they're inside the red zone. Baker Thomas fires this one to the sidelines, but he just overthrows everybody.
Thomas looking again like Ryan Moreland, throwing to the front row.
Looks like he did not like what he saw on that play, and that's going to bring up 4th and 3. Auburn is going to take their points here with the field goal, and it is up, and it is good, and that's going to be the first points of this season for the Auburn Tigers.
Abraham Abel from Denison, Iowa, makes a great kick through the uprights. Heavy rain and light breeze here. Not great kicking conditions. Not great for the traction on the feet, but he put it through the uprights, no problem.
And a quick update over on Twitch. Kent is leading over Pittsburgh 3-0 with 5:11 left to play in the first quarter. As we get set over here, Ohio is going to get their 2nd possession of the game. They're going to start out at their own 23-yard line as they look to come out in a 12 personnel on this one. As Del Toro is under center, and are we going to get a false start on their first play as well?
My goodness, we are. You just cannot do that. Opposing territory. He kept it together on the first possession. Maybe he was just a little bit numb from the sensation of being in front of such a big crowd, but that one, it got to him.
Crowd starting to get amped up as the Auburn Tigers take an early 3-0 lead. This is going to be a handoff going to Braxton McFadden for 7 yards.
Braxton McFadden, the freshman, getting his first career carry. Congratulations to the halfback, number 26 overall recruit as well.
A big-time recruit here for Ohio as they're going to come out the shotgun in this one. Del Toro is looking to find somebody, does not have anybody, just gets it off before taking a sack.
That was Joshua Bolton right in his face. The Bowling Green transfer who brings him down just after he gets the ball out.
2 receivers to the top of your screen. You're going to have 1 at the bottom. They're going to send a receiver in motion. Del Toro from the shotgun looking to find a man in the flats, and he just overthrows it before the pressure gets there.
Yeah, it looks like Bolton was right there again, just felt the footsteps, heard them coming. Offensive tackle says, I don't have him. He's just forced to throw it away. Another key stop for Auburn's defense as they're going to get the ball back here with more than half of this quarter remaining, Vinny.
And you got to give a lot of credit to that Auburn pass rush on that play. They were able to get to Del Toro quick, forced him into not favorable positions, and leads to the early 3-and-out as Auburn is going to take over here across midfield. They are going to start at Ohio's 46 as Baker Thomas is going to go play action on this one. Looks to roll out, has a little bit of grass in front of him, sheds a tackle. He's got more green grass and takes a hit at the 25.
Oh my goodness, he delivered a blow or a bit of a sidestep and then takes one in return. Ohio's defense not happy about that, sheds that tackle, and that's an incredible hit at the end there. But Baker Thomas so far is moving on the ground. He's got to be close to 50, 75 yards already.
And that's going to be Mike Whitley there with the tackle on that one, laying the lumber, but not after Baker Thomas gets 21. He's going to keep it on the midline option on this one, able to pick up a hard 5 yards.
Daniel Ciarcia, the freshman, getting his first career tackle from Greenwich, Connecticut. Fantastic job there, making the play. Second manageable. Throw this one to the end zone.
As they're going to hand this one off this time. This is going to Storm Odie for 9 and picking up a first down.
Yeah, very strange there on that one. They did exactly what I told them not to do. How typical. The broadcaster's curse, I suppose, working against me on that one.
I think Auburn would take that as they still do. Oh my God. They try to go receiver screen on that one. It is shaky, but for Auburn, it falls incomplete.
Yeah, that's extremely dangerous. We see that all the time in the CFSL. Very lucky Auburn is that was not returned for 6 going the other way.
Dangerous pass there. First dangerous pass we've seen from Baker Thomas is this is Storm Odie going down for a loss.
Bronco Graham, the freshman from Bowie, Texas, coming up with a great play there as well in the backfield. Nice job, gets up 3rd and 11. Want to try and hold them to another field goal here.
Auburn is 1 of 2 so far on their 3rd down attempts here in this game, as they're going to send the tight end in motion as they look to set up the halfback screen on this. Storm Odie has blocked, and he's going to find his way into the end zone for a 12-yard touchdown.
Fantastic play. The screen play on 3rd down, not normally the most successful, but here it works to perfection. Odie has some lead blockers, just outruns Isabella De Jesus, the middle linebacker from Ohio, and sneaks into the end zone. Auburn takes a 10-0 lead, although, Vinny, we see it all the time. 10 points is nothing in the CFSL.
We have Auburn up 10-0 here in this one. Over on Twitch, Pitt just took a touchdown to put them up 7-3 over Kent State with 2:50 left to play in the first quarter, as Ohio is going to return this one up to about their 28-yard line.
Yeah, that's a pretty decent return there by Davon Bennett, another freshman, getting his first touches of the ball game. Congratulations. Lots of freshmen all up and down this ball game.
Del Toro and crew looking to shake off the 3-and-out that they had on the previous drive, as they're going to come out from under center on this one. Quick drop back for Del Toro, fires it out to the sidelines. Receiver able to cut off. That's Cody Gammon going for 9.
Cody Gammon, the walk-on for Ohio, it has 2 receptions tonight. He might be the leading receiver so far for this Ohio Bobcats team.
4 of 9 so far to start out for Del Toro on this one. We got 2nd and 1 upcoming, as he is under center, got a running back in the backfield looking to make a couple changes at the line. They go halfback draw on this play, and that's going to be Braxton McFadden going for a loss of 2.
Ryder Mears, the first tackle for loss of his season for the junior from Calvert, Texas. A lot of Texas natives as well, and this one have to think that that Justin Duke up at the AD at Texas is not very happy about that, but that's a great play to get in the backfield.
Huge play to bring this to a 3rd and 3 for Ohio, as they are 0 of 2 so far on 3rd downs. Del Toro is going to find a man. They're going to get the first down on that, pick up a few extra yards, and get into Auburn territory.
That's an incredible play. Ragnar Olsen, the sophomore tight end, making a great play there. Just a quick little out route there. Breaks the tackle of Bradley Charles. He's from Alaska, folks. What's he doing down here in Auburn? He's not familiar with the cold or with the warmer weather here. Maybe that's why he slipped that tackle. But that's a great play by Olsen, getting upfield across the 50 for the first time.
Big play that this Ohio offense needed, get them a little momentum going in this one, as Del Toro is going to drop back once again. Fires it to the right sideline. He has a man, has a couple blocks, and that's going to be Perry once again with a 31-yard gain.
Perry Pushkaryov, Agent P, with another fantastic play. That's that favorite tight end corner route there. Bit of a cover 2 beater. Ryder Mears luckily there to bring him down. 1st and 10 inside the red zone are the Bobcats.
First time inside the PX1 Sports red zone in this game for the Bobcats. Trying to figure out if they can punch this one in. Del Toro's going to go play action. Doesn't like what he sees and gets rid of it.
Yeah, that's probably a smart throw away there. Malachi Callaway was right there covering the halfback out of the backfield, and that was just a smart throw.
As we come up 2nd and 10 on this one, ball at the 10.5-yard line. Still got the opportunity to get a first down, but they're going to abort the play immediately.
Yeah, definitely don't like to see it go away that quickly. Maybe even just try and tuck it and run upfield, but no such luck there.
3rd and 10 upcoming here for the Ohio Bobcats. Del Toro trying to find anywhere to go with it. Cannot get rid of it, and he's going to take a sack right here.
Very devastating. Malachi Callaway right there coming up on the blitz. It was just a devastating hit there as well. As you can see, he's right there, breaks the sheds the block there. Number 60, Fetu Apatu from American Samoa gets the initial contact before Callaway's there to wrap him up, and they're going to be forced to kick a field goal.
Field goal opportunity upcoming here for Ohio, as they're going to snap this from the 19-yard line. Should be an easy one, but I don't want to jinx it just yet, as this field goal is up and it is good, and Ohio on the board as they have cut into this lead. Auburn still leads it 10-3 with 1:48 remaining here in the first.
And yeah, I don't think you could say I don't want to jinx it before the kick has even been kicked. That is how the broadcaster curse comes to get you, and Ohio would have been all over you. I'm still facing allegations from SS Keller.
As Auburn is going to get a nice return on this one, nobody's going to touch him. And this one is going to go the distance. Rocky Franklin finding the end zone, 101 yards.
Oh, people will never hear the end of this one. I cannot believe Ohio let this happen. What in the world? Rocco is not going to let this go. Fantastic job on the kick return. Got to work on the coverage. The Rocky Franklin has as many touchdowns already as he did in his first 2 seasons of his career.
Huge play right there by the transfer. Not that many touchdowns he had at Pittsburgh, but gets a 101-yard kickoff return as Auburn stretches their lead up 17-3.
Absolutely devastating momentum-wise if you are Ohio. But you know what? You just got to regroup yourself here. Kayvon Bibbins with his first touch of his career as well. Congratulations. But 100 yards total, that's as far as Rocco Franklin went in on that return. But we'll see if the Auburn defense can hold them here. Quick update on the Twitch game. It is 14-3. Pittsburgh is winning.
17-3 over here in our game as Auburn has the lead. Ohio is going to go with a handoff on this one, going to Braxton McFadden. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Just too quick is the pressure from Bryce Strawn. He's been all over the field early in this one. McFadden just nowhere to go, takes the tackle for loss, and it's going to be 2nd and long.
2nd and 11 going to be from the Ohio 25 as they look to go 21 personnel on this one. Del Toro is going to drop back and fire this one to the sidelines. Cody Gammon is going to get the catch for 3 yards.
A walk-on again with his 3rd reception tonight, making a huge impact for Ohio. I have to think they had success airing the ball out, especially on those corner and out routes. Like to see them try it again here.
Sideline was definitely working for them on that first drive as they were able to hit a few passes. Del Toro trying to find anything, but cannot shake this Auburn pass rush.
No, he cannot. Raven Remington got the initial contact. Joshua Bolton going to get credit for the sack, cleaning it up there. The pass rush, as you mentioned, Vinny, just too explosive. Cannot block these guys with just one offensive lineman. And that's going to be 4th and 16. Auburn's going to get the ball in great field position again.
Huge break right there for the Auburn defense. Just got the nice kickoff return for a touchdown. Come out here, get a 3 and out, and your offense is going to get the opportunity to add to that lead as they're going to start across midfield.
Yes, they are, exactly. Apparently in chat, Cody Gammon is not a walk-on. He's not on my play sheet, so I apologize if that is the case. Auburn going to come out strong here.
As Auburn looks to go 11 personnel on this one. Baker Thomas is going to fire this one quickly across the middle. It's going to be caught for a 1st down for Auburn.
But still, LaRue making a great play from greasy corner Arkansas. That was a greasy route run by the wide receiver. Just finds the opening across the middle of the field and picks up another 1st down. Auburn rolling here again.
As we start to wind down here in the first quarter, Auburn's going to have a 1st and 10 opportunity here from the Ohio 32 as Baker Thomas is in shotgun. Is going to look to drop back on this play. Fires it into a tight window and not able to hold on to the pass.
Yes, I know, absolutely. Just a bit unlucky on that one. Ohio's defense is going to take it, though.
2nd and 10 upcoming here for the Auburn Tigers. They're going to give this one to Storm Modi. He's going to counter this to the left side. Has one man to beat, and he is brought down on that.
Mike Whitley, the junior strong safety, with his 5th tackle of the ball game, flying around from that safety position. Just kind of got in front of him on that one. Didn't really wrap him up, but you will take it inside the red zone. Have to try and force a field goal.
And they might have one more play here in this quarter as it's going to be read option going to Baker Thomas, and he is not going to get that.
No, he is not.
As that is going to bring us to the end of the first quarter here. Auburn leads us 17-3. Stay tuned. You are watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube. As we get ready here for the 2nd quarter of action in this one. Auburn driving down the field there inside the red zone here. as Baker Thomas looks to send a receiver in motion. He's going to hand this one off to Storm Odie. Going up the middle, and he's going to be able to pick up 8 and bring us to a 3rd and 3.
That is a great hit as well by the safety coming up and making the play, holding him to only a gain of 7. Have to hold here if you're Ohio.
Empty set here for the Auburn Tigers on 3rd down as Baker Thomas fires this one quickly to the right side. It's going to be dropped but intercepted off the ricochet as Ohio is going to have a chance to take this back all the way to the 30-yard line.
That was unbelievable. Travis James going to get credit for it. The walk-on corner making a key play there. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it, but still LaRue just drops that one right out of his hands, and he just picks it up off the ground. Almost they might want to review that one, but that's a key play there for Ohio.
Heartbreak right there. Had an opportunity to add points to it, but if you're Ohio, this is your chance to grab momentum and get right back into this game. You're not far out of it to begin with. As Del Toro looks to drop back on this one, trying to find somewhere to go with it, can't and cannot escape the pass rush of Auburn once again.
Bolton with 2 sacks on the night. Bit of a shifty move there, though, from Del Toro to get upfield. That could have been a loss of 7 right there. You saw it, and that's a fantastic play. You know, you never like to see sacks, but a sack of 3 is better than a sack of 8.
2nd and 13 upcoming here for the Ohio Bobcats. They're going to go with a bunch trip set here on the top of your screen as they fire it quickly across the middle. Malik Henderson picking up 13, but not enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, that's a very questionable spot there, but maybe a bit of a hometown spot, as they will say. Huge hit, though, there on the back end. Like to see them get Henderson, their leading receiver, the ball a little bit more often.
3rd and inches upcoming for the Ohio Bobcats. 1 of 5 today in this game as they're going to go shotgun set, 2 running backs in the backfield on this one. Del Toro is going to take the snap, looking to set up the halfback screen, gets it off before the rush gets there, but not able to pick up the 1st down as Braxton McFadden is inches short.
That is a massive hit there as well. Chad Wendell, the sophomore from Spencer, Iowa, making the play right in front of the line. Vinny, I thought he had it pretty easily, but apparently not. Great play by Auburn's defense.
And you got to give credit to Wendell on that one, flying in there to make the stop. I agree with you. As soon as I saw the catch made, I thought they were going to be able to convert on that. Obviously not. And here's Auburn once again with a chance. Baker Thomas and crew, they're going to start out in the shotgun on this one. Thomas is going to fire this over to the right side to Nate Hayes for 3 yards.
Yeah, great job by Baker Thomas of getting a lot of his receivers the ball, you know, spreading it around early in this 1st half.
Spreading it around early and getting the job done on the ground. He's been a great dual threat here for Auburn. As Storm Odie's going to get the handoff here, he's going to go for 6 and bring us to a 3rd and 2.
Nice play by John Lee, the sophomore linebacker, to bring him down short of the line to gain, but you'll take that yardage every time. Sets up 3rd and short.
Different story for Auburn on 3rd down as they are 50% on the day, and they give it right back to Storm Odie, and he's going to pick up 3 and enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, you definitely don't like to see that if you are Ohio. Just solid up the gut rushing there by Auburn. Flying platypus choke. Kyle in chat saying that he's going to just lose it, go crazy. You know, it might be the TikTok song, go crazy, go stupid here.
Bringing up TikTok references here as Baker Thomas tries to squeeze it in there, but got lucky and got away with one on that one.
Isabella De Jesus couldn't come up with the tackle on the screen touchdown earlier. Nice deflection there.
Trips to the top of your screen for Baker Thomas and crew on this one as Storm Odie's going to get the handoff, trying to get to the outside, does not get the blocks on the edge, and is going to be brought down after 4.
That's De Jesus again, slips that block from the pulling offensive guard. Storm Odie just couldn't make her miss as she brings him down. 3rd, it's, you know, still very manageable here, 6, but it is a weird yardage. Do you run it? That 5-yard hitch route doesn't really work here. Got to make sure you get across the line.
6 yards is the distance they need to pick up on this one. As Thomas gets it off before the rush gets there, but it's an errant pass and it's knocked down by Ohio.
Might have been a little bit of contact on the quarterback as well. Haven't seen Baker Thomas experience too much pressure, but right there they got home just in time to at least affect that throw, and they're going to be forced to punt. Great stop by Ohio's defense.
Absolutely, give them a lot of credit there. Their defensive line hasn't had too much activity so far in this one. was able to get Auburn off the field on that one. And once again, Auburn's defensive line coming out here, and you see the job that they've done in this one so far.
Yeah, they've just been wreaking havoc on Ohio. The wide receivers have not been able to get off the line of scrimmage quick enough. You know, when the halfback they're trying to keep the halfback in the passing game. They might need to keep him in to block. Quick update on the Twitch game once again, 21-10, Pittsburgh leading Kent State.
As Ohio's going to look to get started, as Del Toro will drop this one off in the flats, going to Miller for 7 yards.
Nice play for Miller out of the backfield. First catch of the night for him. Del Toro had 140 yards so far. Like to see him get across at least 200 by the end of the half.
10 of 17, fairly consistent game for him in this one. As they're going to look to take it to the air again. Cannot find a receiver. Has all day to throw it. And fires it downfield. Has a receiver now. And that's going to go for a first down and get him into Auburn territory.
Fantastic play to Malik Henderson, their favorite target. That time, the Ohio offensive line did enough to hold up that pass rush of Auburn. As you can see, Henderson calling for the ball, shakes his defender, comes back to him. That's a great comeback route there when your quarterback is scrambling a little bit, and they just get way down the field. Fantastic field position. This time, Ohio has to capitalize and get in the end zone.
Give credit to that Ohio offensive line on that one. Auburn's been in the backfield the entire game. They were able to hold off long enough for Del Toro to find a man as they look to set up a screen on this one. Able to complete the pass, break a tackle, but not able to avoid the last hit as Braxton McFadden does get 7 on the play.
That was Braxton on Braxton violence there as Braxton and Koviak comes up with the tackle. The season 16 All-American returning here for Auburn, making the tackle on that one. McFadden, nice pickup on first down, second manageable.
2nd and 3 upcoming as Ohio is here at the Auburn 31-yard line. 5 minutes remaining here before halftime as Ohio will send their tight end in motion as Del Toro takes the snap, drops back. He's going to fire it quickly across the middle. That's going to be caught for 11 yards and a first down.
Agent P there again, over 50 yards on the night, just outside of the red zone. If this was NFL red zone, he would not appear yet, unfortunately. One more play to get across.
Going in motion for Ohio here as this one's fired quickly and knocked down right by Vincent Brown.
Vincent Brown with a nice play for Auburn. I believe that's a walk-on as well. And just the walk-ons are showing out here tonight, Vinny.
Absolutely great game here for this Auburn defense. Braxton McFadden is going to go down for a loss and push this to a 3rd and 13 for Ohio.
Brian Ramirez just flies through the gap. Oh, great play by the linebacker. Recognizes the run immediately, and that's a nice play.
Shotgun formation here for Ohio as they look to set up a halfback screen on this one. Does get a block, but it doesn't hold on long enough as that's only going to go for 1 yard.
That is a devastating play there. Great job by Auburn's defense. I apologize. Vincent Brown, great play there. He is on the roster, number 12. I just completely missed him. My eyes are failing me as I'm getting up here in old age here, Vinny.
It happens to the best of us as Ohio will add another field goal to their total here in the first half as they have made it a 17-6 ball game. Auburn still leads us here with 4:13 remaining to go before halftime.
Auburn has to be very satisfied with that defensive effort to force another field goal. The defense has been playing quite well. Baker Thomas having a lot of success rushing the football, and obviously that huge kickoff return from Rocco Franklin earlier. Linwood Falk III is a freshman. He's making an impact here. Congratulations to him for Auburn.
As you can see on the graphic right there, a little bit of a change here. First quarter, Auburn led them in yards. Ohio finally finding their offense, holding Auburn just a little bit as Auburn gets set to take the field again. Storm Odie's going to get the handoff going to the left side, and he cannot go anywhere. Gain of 0.
No, he cannot. John Lee and Mike Whitley coming up with the tackle for that one. Bit of a shame, not going to give him a tackle for loss. Love to see that file get filled in on the stat sheet.
Big play for him as Baker Thomas goes play action on this one. He's going to fire it out to the right side, has a receiver, breaks the tackle, gets across midfield, still shedding tackles. Nate Hayes going for 28.
Massive play down that right sideline. Just a quick little whip route, maybe a little bit of inside cutting out route there by Hayes as he sheds a tackle of Mike Whitley. Could not bring him down. Almost sheds another one, steps out of bounds. Huge pickup for the Auburn offense.
6'3" junior making a big play for this Auburn offense as they're going to have the ball at the Ohio 45, looking to go out the shotgun set on this one as they're going to hand it off on this one. Going to the left side, cutting it up and getting 9 yards will be Storm Odie.
Nice play. Storm Odie averaging 5.6 yards per rush. Love to see that from a CFSL running back. He's been extremely productive tonight.
Big game for him, and Auburn's really controlled the ground. Offensive line has been doing a great job getting them the holes as they go right back to the ground. Cuts it to the sidelines, has a little bit of grass in front of him. Odie shoves off a guy, and he's able to pick up 25 and get down to the 11-yard line.
Storm Odie with the fantastic rush on that one. Breaks it out or through the hole. Great cut right there. And another cut upfield. Just too quick laterally. Normally you see defenses have a lot of success when the running back goes east-west instead of north-south. But Odie just too quick and gets upfield.
Is they're going to send a tight end in motion on this one. Give it right back to Odie, and he's got a lane, and he's going to be able to pick up 7, bring us up to a 2nd and 3.
That offensive line of Auburn doing work here for Thomas and for Odie as well. They're inside the 5.
3-yard line here for Auburn as they hand it right back to Odie, and he's able to sneak that in for another Auburn touchdown.
Yeah, just a very consistent drive all the way across the field, Vinny. That's exactly what you want to see if you are Auburn. You know, Auburn last season was 2-8, obviously. Maybe not the most successful season, but a great rebuilding chance here for the Tigers in the very competitive SEC. You'd have to think they like what they see so far early in this one, but it's a long game. It's a long season. You never know what can happen.
Really a drive where Auburn imposed their might on the Ohio defense on that one. They were just able to run the ball at will. And Ohio, this looks to be a very big drive for them because if you go quickly 3 and out on this one, you're going to give Auburn a little bit of time.
That's a really good point, Vinny. You absolutely are. You at least want to march down the field. If Auburn wants the ball, make them call some timeouts, but definitely need some points on the board.
As they're going to look to hand this one off, that's going to McFadden on the right side of the field. He's able to pick up 4 and get a nice gain here on 1st down.
Fantastic rush by McFadden. As you can see, not as successful as Odie rushing the ball. Only 1 yard average per carry, but lots of yardage on that one.
Under center once again is Del Toro on this play. As they're going to go play action on this one. The pass rush is there, but he gets the pass away, and his receiver is going to go up and get it. That's James Isaacson for 41 yards and getting into Auburn territory.
Isaacson, the senior, with his first catch of the night. Bradley Charles was leading him, was not going to get beat deep, but got beat underneath him on that one. Great pitch and catch from Del Toro to James Isaacson.
Give Isaacson a lot of credit on that one for being able to high point the ball and come down with the catch. Big gain there that this Ohio offense needed with the opportunity to add points here before halftime. Del Toro is once again under center. Gets this one away. That Auburn pass rush was already in his space at the snap.
Just too quick as well. Smart throw away. Just live to see another down here.
2nd and 10 upcoming as they're going to take the snap from the Auburn 32-yard line. Del Toro fires it over to the right side of the field. Has Malik Henderson going for 7 yards.
That's a nice find underneath on that one. Charles and Chad Wendell coming up with the tackle, but great find, sets up 3rd and very short. Lots of options here. The playbook is wide open.
And the good news for Ohio with that 41-yard gain that they had, they don't have to rush necessarily because they still have all 3 of their timeouts here. They can take their time, go through their whole play sheet if they would like. As Del Toro is going to go halfback draw on this play, and it's going absolutely nowhere for a loss of 2 is Braxton McFadden.
Metu Apatu going to get credit with the tackle for loss. He's in the backfield immediately. Joshua Bull in there. Malachi Callaway there as well. They're going to be forced to kick another field goal. But you know what, Vinny? Points are points. I didn't know if I'd want to see them go for it here. Is it on the verge of desperation territory, do you think?
I wouldn't say that because you kick the field goal right here, you make it. That brings us to a 15-point ball game. That's a 2-score game right there. I think going into halftime, that's a lot of confidence for your team because you think about it, 9 points, but at the same time, you've also scored on 3 drives if you want to look at it that way. Just a little confidence booster in my opinion as they're going to get the snap away. The kick is up, and it will be no good as we have a 24-6 ball game here with 37 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, very unfortunate on that one. You know, obviously you're not expecting your kicker to miss. I do like your reasoning, though. You're scoring on 3 possessions. That isn't bad if he does convert on that one.
And Storm Odie's going to get the draw here. That's going to go for 8, but Auburn is going to burn their timeout looking to try and add here before halftime.
They want at least 3 on this drive.
They go 2-by-2 set on this one. Baker Thomas is going to drop back. Fires this one fast. They do get the first down. Storm Odie going for 8, but they burn another timeout.
Those routes, the receiver halfbacks out of the backfield are so difficult to cover.
Texas route is a great route to use, especially against man coverage on that one. As Baker Thomas takes a shot downfield on this one. He's got Nate Hayes going for 48 yards, getting inside the red zone on this one. Auburn's going to hurry up. They're actually at the 9-yard line here. We still have 23 seconds left in this one. They're not going to clock it either. Baker Thomas is going to get the snap off. Ohio's offsides, but he fires to the end zone, has a man for the touchdown.
That should count.
And the play will stand on that one.
That should count.
Unless the pass was out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't really know what happened there on that one.
I could have swore that was a touchdown, but we might have to have the television crew look back at that one on that one. And St. Louis is going to get a 3-yard catch on this one. Now the clock is ticking for Auburn. They have to snap this ball here soon. Baker Thomas is going to fire this one out the back of the end zone. 4 seconds left on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, I definitely think they might kick the field goal here. That is what they are going to do. I am very confused about that one, Vinny. He must have dropped the ball or something there on that one because he was offsides, but he should have just declined it and accepted the touchdown there. So something must have happened. But that is enough to get them a 21-point lead going into the half.
Yeah, my only thought on that was the receiver didn't keep his foot in bounds, and that's the only reason for that, as this kick return is going to go for 21, but that's going to end this first half. And Tony, we've had some action here. Tell us what have you seen here in this first half?
Oh, we have had a lot of action. You are right, Vinny. Auburn just kind of imposing their will a little bit. They don't feel like they need to go to the air so far. That's why it's a bit of a low-scoring game, but they've been able to control the clock so much. Lots of rushing attack from Baker Thomas, especially in the first quarter. Storm Odie took over in the second quarter. But just a great performance all around by that defensive line as well from Auburn. Ohio, you have to like what you're seeing. I think they are making successful drives down the field. Inside the red zone, they're struggling a little bit. But you could definitely work on that, in between weeks, getting ready for next week. Like to see them maybe try and take a couple more shots down the field. You've had success doing that, but the pass rush just gets there too quick.
A lot to build on here in week 1 as teams are still trying to figure themselves out. Quick update over on Twitch. Just got out of halftime over there. It is Pittsburgh leading Kent State 31-10. Back here we have a 27-6 ball game at halftime. As you look at the total yardage, Auburn's been able to get it done on the ground. The negative rushing yards for Ohio, that's came from that Auburn pass rush, and they've really been able to dominate the line in this game.
They definitely have. As you can see, that one turnover as well for Auburn on that incredible interception picked off by Ohio. That might be the difference. Otherwise, it could be even more out of hand. It's definitely not out of hand yet. We've seen comebacks of a larger amount than 21, but Ohio needs to score quick and often. But first, they need to stop.
Absolutely. Auburn's offense is going to get right back to what they were doing on the offensive line, able to control that first half. Wasn't that big of a difference on time of possession, but Auburn has had more possessions in this one. As they're going to go read option on this one, Baker Thomas is going to have a first down on that after breaking a few tackles.
172 rushing yards total on the night. They could get over 300 at this clip. Haven't really seen him since the first quarter really take off, but that's a great rush, getting him across the 35.
Looking to get back to that game plan they had in the first quarter. They're going to go 11 personnel on this one. Odie's going to go in motion. He's going to get the handoff going up the middle. Has a lane. Has one man to beat downfield. Actually has a trailer on that one. And he's going to be brought down from behind after a gain of 45, getting them down to the red zone.
Storm Odie with 145 rushing yards so far on the night. The record for Auburn is 280 by Jason Lemmy, so he needs a couple more long rushes to get there, but he could. You never know before the end of the night.
Plenty of opportunity here as we still have 8.5 minutes here in the third quarter. Auburn inside the PX1 Sports red zone for the first time in this second half. Baker Thomas fires it going to the left side of the field, sheds a tackle, and that's going to be Batista picking up 7.
The tight end with his first reception of the night from Albuquerque, New Mexico. A great play there. Gets them at 2nd and 7, nearly inside the 10.
2nd and 3 upcoming here from the 11-yard line. They go read option on this one. Baker Thomas runs over a man, sheds a man, gets down to about the half-inch yard line as Baker Thomas lets everybody know he eats his Wheaties before games.
He loves his Wheaties. So does Storm Odie, and fantastic dynamic duo rushing attack here from Auburn.
Huge run game that they've had from those two as Storm Odie is going to get the handoff. He's going to get his 2nd touchdown in this one, 1-yard run.
Just going to waltz into the end zone, like you said, Vinny. 4 rushing touchdowns is the record held by Billy Carter and Jason Lem. You never know, Odie could get there. You never know, Baker Thomas could get there as well. Auburn having a lot of success on the ground, just attacking Ohio's front 4.
Auburn knew exactly what they wanted to do. They wanted to come and control the ground, use their passing game to complement that, and they've done everything that they've wanted to in their game plan. If you're Ohio, it's not time to start panicking here. Still run your offense and try and figure out what you got to get going, as they're going to start inside their own 20.
Yes, they are. Not a fantastic return. Great coverage. As Cole in chat, that is his 3rd touchdown total, right? He had the 1 screen pass touchdown and 2 rush touchdowns as well. You're right. You're exactly right, though, Vinny. Ohio just needs to relax, take their time, march down the field, maybe take some shots where they've had success.
They're going to go out of a bunch set on this one as Del Toro is looking to find a man. Fires it downfield, and it's batted around and falls to the ground.
That was off the hands. I believe that was Cody Gammon. He is on the play sheet. I've been calling him a walk-on all night. I'm so sorry. I found him. My eyes, again, are just struggling. Great play there.
As Del Toro is going to fire this one to Cody Gammon, and he's going to be able to make the catch along the sidelines for 16.
There we go. Exactly. Great play. Favorite target so far here. He's been Mr. Consistent for Ohio on this one. Haven't really seen him too much down the field except on that last one there. But as you can see, first downs, Auburn has a lot of success.
And you really go back to the first half, how you were talking about the out routes and the corner routes really working for Ohio. And there's another example of it as Agent P is going to get another catch in this one, going for 13 yards and a first down.
Agent P, very consistent there. And that is the AD's player on that, or the head coach's player making a nice catch.
As Del Toro is going to look to get this one off before he takes a shot. And Braxton McFadden's going to be able to hold on for a 4-yard gain.
That's a great catcher. Exactly right. He did take a shot on that one. Did Del Toro. 2nd and 6 to love to take 4 yards on first down.
Ryder Mir is going to get his 6th tackle in this one as Del Toro is going to work out the shotgun. Fires it, another corner route going to Cody Gammon, this time for 17 yards.
Nice play there by Cody Gammon across the 50-yard line, or across 50 yards on the game. There is that corner route from the inside receiver like we've been talking about, Vinny. Great play.
Absolutely great play. Runs that corner route against Chad Wendell in coverage. Not an easy man to get separation against. As they're going to work out the shotgun again, they're going to go 2-by-2 set on this one. Del Toro is going to get the snap, and he's going to go play action off it. Quick fire coming to the inside. That's going to be Kayvon Bibbins for a 14-yard gain and another Ohio first down.
Freshman getting the first reception of his career. He's returned a couple kicks, but congratulations to him.
Working under center once again is Del Toro. He fires it, has his receiver Malik Henderson for a 16-yard touchdown strike.
Nice job by Malik Henderson, the favorite target last season, making a great play there. Del Toro stands tall in the pocket. Great job of beating that cover 2 coverage and gets a touchdown on the board. First touchdown of the night for Ohio.
Big boast of confidence for this offense. They're finally able to push it across after getting in the red zone quite a few times, just not able to come away with a touchdown until now. As Ohio has now cut this lead, but Auburn still leads it 34-13 with 6:25 left to play.
Yeah, they are in a decent position here though, but that's a good return there.
Linwood Falk gets a nice return, going to get it up over the 30-yard line for Auburn. As you can see right there, Malik Henderson, his first catch of the second half, going for the first touchdown for Ohio. Quick update over on Twitch. Pitt still leads 38-13 with 3:45 left to play in the third quarter on that one. As Storm Odie gets the handoff over here on first down, but it goes for a loss of 1 from De Jesus.
Yeah, Isabella DeJesus making a good job of tackling him in the backfield. First tackle for loss of the game. She's been all over the field though.
Auburn going to come out in 11 personnel on this one, as Odie's going to go right back to him. He's going to be able to pick up 3, get it to a little bit more manageable, but still going to be a 3rd and long here for Auburn.
With those big rushes, Odie nearly at 150 yards, at over 8 yards a carry. That's an incredible number for a halfback.
Big numbers for the sophomore, as Baker Thomas fires it, has a man along the sidelines, and it's turning into a track meet, 1 man to beat, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Auburn Tigers.
St. Louis from Liverpool, New York, with an incredible touchdown reception there. Baker Thomas saw the busted coverage, immediately got to his playmaker in space. He gives the stiff arm, maybe as a little bit of a brag, because he just outruns him and then outruns one more defender to waltz into the end zone. Fantastic play by Auburn as they take a 41-13 lead.
And you really got to credit the run game for setting up that play. The DBs probably got lulled to sleep on that one, allowed the separation from St. Louis. And he just turns on the jets and shows the speed. And as you can see, Taunton with the stiff arm out there. Auburn extends this lead. It's now 41-13 with 5:37 left to play in the third quarter.
Yeah, great job there. And Ohio definitely needs to make a comeback, needs to get into the end zone again and stand tall on defense if they want to have any chance.
Absolutely, and you see right here, big plays coming from both these offenses here in the second half. Del Toro, touchdown pass on his last attempt. Maybe he's feeling it now. He's going to go under center from this one. Drops back to pass, takes a 5-step drop, fires it over to the left sideline. James Isaacson getting a 5-yard gain there on first down.
Isaacson had the long reception earlier tonight with the deep shot where Bradley Charles, I think, just didn't want to get beat deep, but that's a great play there for another catch.
Receiver coming in motion on this one for Ohio as the pass rush doesn't get to Del Toro in time, as Malik Henderson is going to be able to catch that along the sidelines for 19.
Vinny, we've been talking all night. Find the sidelines. You're having a lot of success. That was a bit of a post route coming across the middle of the field, an angle route almost. That's a great play there by Henderson. They're having success on the sidelines outside of the hashes.
And if I'm Ohio right now, I'm drawing up any play that has receivers going outside the numbers on this one. As they fire it across the middle, what do I know? As Agent P picks up 11 for a first down.
See, it's not just me, viewers, who gets calls wrong. This time, Vinny does as well. But that's a great play by Ohio, picking up another first down across the 50-yard line, exactly where you want to be.
Hey, well, sometimes you got to throw it outside to set up the middle, and the middle to set up the outside. It's all about changes and balances. As this pass is going to be intercepted across the middle, as that's going to set up Auburn around the 45-yard line.
Wendell just doing a great job of getting in front of that route. Had his man Cody Gammon, but Wendell just comes across late, baits the throw. That is fantastic coverage by the sophomore. And now Auburn has the ball. They could take even more of a commanding lead here. If they score, it probably puts this one away.
Chad Wendell, the sophomore transfer from Toledo, getting his first INT on the season, as Nate Hayes is going to get a wide receiver screen going for 1 yard.
Mike Whitley again with the tackle. He is all over the field from the safety position. Nice job of coming up with that tackle, holding him to a gain of 1.
6 tackles in this one for Whitley, as he's been a menace there from the DB spot. As Storm Odie is going to get the handoff going up the middle for 5 yards, bringing us to a 3rd and 4.
Odie still somehow over 8 per carry, crosses the 150 mark. John Lee with the 7th tackle.
4 of 7 on 3rd down is Auburn. Still a pretty nice percentage for them. As Baker Thomas fires this one to the right side of the field, past his receiver Batista, going for 26 and getting us near the red zone.
The tight end does get us near the end zone. We've seen Ohio have success on that corner route from the inside tight end or slot receiver, and right there Bautista says, I can do it too. Great play to get them, like you said, inside the 25.
22.5-yard line is where they're going to take the snap on this one. They're going to go 11 personnel, put the tight end in the H-back spot, as they're going to dump it off to him, as that's going to be exactly 0 yards.
Exactly 0. I mean, if you're Ohio, you would definitely take it. John Lee with yet another tackle. Him and De Jesus are doing a great job from the linebacker position.
The shotgun set here for Auburn this time, as Storm Odie is going to get the handoff going up the middle. Only able to pick up 3 and bring us to the 20-yard line.
Tell you what, though, 3 yards is exactly what you will take. Sets up the 3rd and 8. Definitely could possibly see all over the place, but he definitely think they're going to take a shot here, though.
And they're going to have all the receivers on the right side of the field as Baker Thomas finds a man in the end zone. That's going to be LaRue for a 20-yard touchdown.
LaRue had the pass that was dropped that led to the interception, redeems himself on that one, runs that post route across the middle of the field and gets into the end zone. Auburn takes the 35-point lead here in this one.
And I like the setup there by Auburn. They put all the receivers on the right side of the field, run LaRue back to the left side of the field where there's less DBs, able to create the separation, find the end zone, as Auburn has now pulled this to a 48-13 lead with 3:08 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Quick update over on Twitch. Pittsburgh is up 38-16 over Kent as they near the end of the 3rd quarter.
Fantastic play there as well. You know, it's just a great action all across the PX1 Sports universe here tonight. Auburn definitely wants another stop. Ohio needs to put this in the end zone.
As Del Toro is going to try and shake off that interception from the last series. They're going to go hand off to Braxton McFadden, going for 0.
Ryder Mears with his 7th tackle, 3 tackles for loss on the night. The linebacker playing a huge role up the middle.
2nd and 10 upcoming as they're going to go bunch set on this one. Del Toro tries to find a receiver. One-handed catch right there. Going for a 1st down as well as Malik Henderson.
Malik Henderson gets the one-handed grab and then takes a massive hit as well. What a fantastic play there.
They're going to go bunch set to the opposite side on this one. Del Toro 5-step drop, fires it to Agent P for 7 yards.
Agent P, Perry Pushkarierov. Well, that wasn't right. Perry Pushkarierov with a great play, getting across 80 yards on the night.
Under center once again is Del Toro as he looks to find a man outside on the right, able to pick up the 1st down and throwing everybody is Pushkarierov.
3 stiff arms in a row for Agent P. You said that Baker Thomas ate his Wheaties. Well, Agent P ate his Wheaties this morning.
The gun show coming out from Pushkarierov on that one sets Ohio at the Auburn 32-yard line as Del Toro fires a strike across the middle, and that one's almost picked off.
Ryder Mears was right in the throwing lane on that one. Almost baited that throw as well. 2nd and 10, they'll live to see another day if you're Ohio.
Ohio going to work with 2 running backs in the backfield from the shotgun on this one. As Jamie Isaacson catches the middle, the pass in the middle, going for 10 and another Ohio 1st down.
Over 50 yards on the night is Isaacson. He's having a great performance.
Great performance definitely from him. Del Toro takes a deep drop on this one, but fires it in the flats to Agent P for 2 yards.
Would like to see Del Toro get that pass out maybe a couple steps earlier so his playmaker can get upfield rather than just running out of bounds.
They're going to work with an empty set here, but from under center. Quick drop back for Del Toro. Fires it and not able to hold on to that one.
Bradley Charles making the hit on the receiver to knock that one out. That's a great play in space. Very strange, like you said, Vinny, to see empty set, but from under center.
And the story for this one has been third downs, 1 of 8 so far as Ohio, as he has a man in the end zone, but throws it over his head.
Oh my goodness, that was devastating. That was the cover 2 beater there. That was going to be a touchdown, but cannot find him in the end zone is Del Toro. The ball might have slipped out of his hands, but being with how rainy it is.
They had the exact play and the coverage that they wanted to on that one. Unable to come up with the touchdown, but they will settle for 3, as it is now Auburn 48, Ohio 16 with 1:12 left to play in the third quarter.
32-point lead here if you are Ohio. It's still 4 possessions technically, so definitely not out of the realm of possibility with over 10 minutes left.
No, and if you're Ohio, I mean, there's two ways you can go about it. You can either try and, go for the big shots as much as you want, or just look to build into next week, as Auburn's offense is going to get started right here. Storm Odie has been a factor in the run game. Baker Thomas going to look to air this one out, as that's going to go to LaRue for 9 yards.
Still LaRue just had the touchdown catch, another reception there. The last graphic, though, I think tells the story. 4 touchdowns and a field goal in the last 5 possessions for Auburn. Ohio needs to get a stop.
And their defense really hasn't looked as good this half, as Baker Thomas fires this one out of bounds. Did not like what he saw.
No, but that time the coverage was very good from Ohio. Have to see if they can do it again.
6 of 9 on third downs is Auburn. Complete opposite story from Ohio, as this one's going to be fired across the middle and caught by Thane Lewis for a 15-yard reception and a first down.
Lewis over 80 yards. At this rate, Baker Thomas could throw he could have 3-4 receivers over 100 yards on the night, which would be incredible. So far, Odie over 150 on the ground as well. Auburn's offense really clicking on all cylinders here.
Absolutely, a great game from their offense all around. Like you said, possibility of having 4 receivers over 100 yards. Not to mention that Odie is over 150 yards on the ground, as he's going to throw a man and pick up 6.
Tries to pull his best Agent P impression there. Can't stiff arm the second player, but the first guy gets shoved into next week. Great play there by Storm Odie.
John Lee making the tackle on that one, his 9th in this game, as Baker Thomas is going to send his tight end out in motion, and he's going to fire it to the tight end, able to pick up the first down and a little bit more, as Batista going for 6.
Great play by Batista, 39 yards, 4 receptions. He's just kind of been that check down receiver. Baker Thomas hasn't had to go to him that often, but you have to think that maybe in a couple weeks or so or later in the season, he could be really valuable.
Absolutely. Get those 4s up in chat, everybody, as we are heading to the 4th. Auburn leads us 48-16. Stay tuned to see if we get a miracle comeback or if Auburn can hold on. You're watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube. As we are set up here for fourth quarter action, Auburn's going to come out from the shotgun. They're going to go 11 personnel on this one. Fake the jet sweep, have Baker Thomas run right behind it, but he's only able to gain 1.
That's John Lee's 10th tackle on the night, into double digits, 11th tackle, and a tackle for loss as well. Great performance by the linebacker.
Gotta agree with Coleman in chat on that one. He said Storm Odie's previous career high was 20 yards. Might just beat that here in this game, as he goes for another 4 yards.
You never know, Cole. All it takes is 1 fumble, and then it just gets kicked it down the field. The next thing you know, it's a loss of 20. So I wouldn't be too willing to throw that out yet.
John Lee from Ohio with 12 tackles in this game, showing himself everywhere. Storm Odie gets the catch on that one, halfback screen, able to pick up 7 and a first down.
27 yards as well, receiving tonight with the touchdown. Baker Thomas nearing 300 yards passing.
John Lee, another tackle. That's 13. He's made 3 straight tackles in this one. Baker Thomas looks to the flats. That's going to be Batista right there, making the catch, picking up the first down, going for 15, getting us down to the 11-yard line.
Batista crosses 50 yards, but that's a fantastic block on the edge as well by Bastil LaRue. Right there, you can see it on the edge of the screen, does just enough so that way Batista can get past and pick up some extra yardage. Nice job by Auburn. Total offense here so far.
Sometimes as the receiver, you lay a pancake. Sometimes you get pancaked. But luckily for LaRue, the pancake worked out in his favor, and he allowed Batista to get a few extra yards on that one. As Baker Thomas works out the shotgun, fires this one that's almost intercepted by Lloyd Rose.
Yeah, that's a fantastic play there. Almost jumped that route. We saw Auburn do that earlier tonight. Ohio almost did it to that.
2x2 set is what Auburn is going to work with on this one. They're going to go play action. Fires a strike to Zach Bennett for a 12-yard touchdown.
Zach Bennett, the freshman, with his first career reception, his first career touchdown. Congratulations to him, the wide receiver out of, excuse me, I don't know. Excuse me, it was on my play sheet and I missed it, but fantastic. He's from Georgetown, Kentucky. That's where he's from, and a great play there for the freshman.
Absolutely huge play. Amazing to have your first catch go for a touchdown as well, as Auburn has now extended this game 55-16 with 7:44 left to play in this one.
Alan in chat, that is not very nice. Zach Bennett is not a walk-on. He is a freshman on your roster. Got to be more respectful there. Hate to see that from the coaching staff.
As Kayvon Bibbins going to get a 24-yard return on this one. Quick to update over on Twitch. Pittsburgh still leading Kent State. It's 45-16 with just under 5 minutes left to play in that one. As Del Toro and crew is going to get work here. They're going to go 21 personnel on this one, sending one of their tight ends in motion. Huge drop back from Del Toro, fires it to the flats. That's going to go to push carry off for 1 yard.
Again, I called it out earlier. Vinny would like to see Del Toro get it to Agent P a couple steps earlier to turn upfield because he had so much room. He could have picked up the first down.
Do you think it's him seeing it late, or do you think it's the long drop back that's making him a little late on that pass?
That's a really interesting point. Braxton McFadden out of the backfield picks up 9 and the first down. I think it might be that Del Toro is just getting there a little bit late. He might be the 3rd or 4th check down and just gets it 1 or 2 steps too late.
Ramirez with his 10th tackle in this game as Del Toro is going to work this out the shotgun. Fires it to the flats, and that's going to be broken up quickly.
That's Braxton and Koviak with the play. Haven't really called his name too much tonight. It might be that Ohio is afraid to throw to the way of the reigning All-American.
They're going to work 2nd and 10 on this one. Fires it to the flats. That's going to be Miller going for a loss of 1.
Yeah, 7 yards on the night. Still a decent performance for the walk-on as Del Toro was almost at 400 yards tonight, but would like to see it maybe be a little bit more consistent. That pass rush of Auburn is just in the backfield so quickly, disrupting a lot of throws if they aren't getting the sacks, and Del Toro just doesn't have any time really.
And the big story for this Ohio offense is 1 of 9 on 3rd down here, as they're going to have a 3rd and 11. Del Toro fires it to the side, had a man, but just underthrows it a little bit, and that's going to be broken up.
Underthrows his man, had him beat, and Koviak was beaten, but a little bit underthrown, like you said, Vinny, and Auburn's going to get away with that one.
You got to give credit to Ed Koviak on that one to stay with him, able to get an underthrown pass from Del Toro and make a play on that, as Auburn going to get set up here around midfield.
Let's just say that you do not, in fact, have to give it to State on that one, but because he'll never let it go if he gets an All-American nod back-to-back years, but totally deserved last season so far, making a great impact as well. They've been scared to throw his way, and Auburn, again, probably puts this one away so far with that stop, and we'll see what they can do here. I'm expecting a healthy dosage of Storm Odie.
Absolutely, Storm Odie and Baker Thomas look for them to utilize their legs here, as they're actually going to look to pass this one, go and play action, and that's going to go to Nate Hayes for 10 yards.
I truly don't know anything about CFSL football, Vinny, because that's a great throw and a great find for another first down.
It's always when the announcers pick a play, they're going to go right to the opposite, so I don't even know why we try anymore up here, as Baker Thomas is going to go down for a loss on that play.
Nice play in the backfield there. John Lee with his second tackle for the last 14 tackles tonight. That is nearing player of the week territory for Ohio. Would like to see, maybe the offense put up a little bit more points to back him, though. But Auburn's offense just having so much success.
Absolutely. And 18 tackles is a single game record here for Ohio. That was set by Jake C. back in season 12 with 18. As LaRue's going to get 12 yards here and make this a much more manageable third down, as it's going to be 3rd and 2.
LaRue over the 50-yard mark as well. Baker Thomas doing a great job of spreading the ball around, getting lots of his playmakers the ball.
As they're going to hand this off to Odie, he's got a little crease, able to pick up the first down, a few extra yards, able to get 7 and get inside the 30-yard line for Auburn.
Great pancake block by the offensive lineman on the defensive line to spring that run for the first down.
As they're going to look to come out shotgun set on this one. 2 receivers to the top of your screen. Play action for Thomas. He's going to find Batista out the backfield as he's going to get down to the 15-yard line with another first down.
66 yards on 6 receptions. Would not a very, holy stat line, if well. Would like to see Thomas get him one more.
And with that, John Lee makes his 15th tackle in this game. That's going to tie 3rd place Maverick LeBlanc back in season 16 for Ohio.
Nice play on the defensive line to bring him down for the tackle for loss. The screenplay has had a lot of success for Auburn, but no success on that.
2nd and 11 coming up here for Auburn as we reach 5 minutes here left to go in this one. They're going to go 11 personnel on this one as it's going to go play fake, and Baker Thomas is going to keep it for a 1-yard gain.
But that's John Lee again right there, making a great play. That is his 16th tackle as he is nearing the all-time mark.
As that's going to tie him for 2nd place with his teammate Isabella DeJesus, who had 16 last season. As Nate Hayes gets a 15-yard touchdown and extending this lead here for Auburn.
Baker Thomas with 5 passing touchdowns on the night. Nate Hayes from Roanoke, Virginia, the junior wide receiver #1, making a fantastic play in the end zone here, and that makes it a very big lead, if you will. That is a 46-point lead.
Absolutely. As you can see, almost double the yards. Auburn came in with a game plan. They knew exactly what they wanted to do. They've been able to execute this. If you're Ohio, you just got to go back to what's been working for you and build on going into next week. Those corner routes have been a great highlight for you. Maybe trying to incorporate those a little heavy here as we move on.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, I think so here. Ohio will see what they could do here. They've got to put points on the board.
As Del Toro is going to fire this one over to the left side. That's going to be pushed carry off for 2 yards.
Vinny, you're playing for pride, obviously, at this point, but there is a lot of opportunity to find some things that you can work on next week as well. So definitely keep playing if you're Ohio.
Absolutely. Ohio's got a lot. As they go to that corner route again, there's Cody Gammon going for 17 yards. He's up to 67 yards in this game.
Knoxville, Tennessee native, having a great night tonight as well for the freshman. Congratulations on making your debut here for Ohio. And that's just a great play as well. Oh, but they're going to review it. Don't take this away from him. He was in for sure. Oh, he's way in, Vinny. That's
he definitely. That first foot is definitely in. This play should be able to stand.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
I mean, yeah, definitely should have stood, and I'm glad it did there for Ohio.
As they're going to have a 1st and 10 here from their own 40-yard line. Quick pass across the middle. Going to be broken up by Vincent Brown.
Vincent Brown, great play there, causing the deflection. And Ohio definitely got to get this first down, got to move it down the field.
2nd and 10 upcoming from the 41-yard line. Del Toro's got some room to run. He's going to take off with it, and he's going to pick up 11 and the first down.
I'd love to see the first down action there for Ohio, and just nice, simple connections, nice, simple first downs.
As Del Toro is set to fire this one again, he tries to fire it into tight coverage, and it's not going to be completed.
No, it's absolutely not. And that's going to stop the clock here as well, which is not what you want to see. Ohio, love to see them get their completions.
Absolutely. You want to see their offense working out here as they look to set up a halfback screen. It's completed, has a blocker, but not able to break out of a tackle. Only able to pick up 5.
Ryder Mears, the closing speed, lateral quickness, just too much for McFadden to break out of his 11th tackle on the night.
Ryder Mears has been a force, and Ohio, they are now 1 of 10 on third downs as this one is fired right to Allen Mills, but Allen Mills plays on Auburn, and that's going to be a 4th down upcoming.
Love to see that they're going for it here on this one, though, Vinny.
Absolutely. You got nothing else to lose in this game. Build on for the season as Del Toro fires this one. It's going to be completed for the 1st down and more. Push carry off going for 29 and a 1st down inside the red zone.
Agent P with a great play. You know, those post routes, those corner routes across the middle of the field near the sidelines, they've just been too far and too in between for Ohio tonight. They've had success when Del Toro has had time, but he just hasn't had enough time, Vinny.
They're going to be able to snap this one from the 15-yard line of Auburn as Del Toro is going to be in the shotgun. Maybe got Auburn to jump off sides on that one. He dumps this pass off. That looks like McFadden's going to be the one making the catch on that play.
Absolutely. That's a great call out, Vinny. That was McFadden. Ryder Mears coming up with another tackle tonight, his 12th on the night as well. So he's been all over the field. 19 the record for Auburn. So not quite record territory, but a dominant performance.
Absolutely great game going off for him, making a case for his case of player of the week as we're going to have 2nd and 7 coming for Ohio's. Del Toro is going to drop back, fire this one to the left side, gets his receiver in stride. It's DJ Moore going for 8 and the 1st down inside the 5.
DJ Moore from Elizabeth City, North Carolina, with his first reception of the game, first of the season. Nice to see him get involved.
We're going to have 2.5 left in this game as the handoff goes to Ritzy Miller for a 4-yard touchdown run for Ohio.
The walk-on has been pretty effective in the backfield, in the receiving game and in the rushing game. Now has a touchdown there to do a great job of leaving his mark on this ball game. Auburn now 2:27 left. Maybe it's time to put in the backups if you are A.D. Cole Mantell, but Ohio's going to go for the onside kick.
Onside kick here to keep them in this, and this one goes down the field a little bit, and it's batted around, but Auburn is able to fall on top of it. That's Nate Hayes. Questionable onside kick there. Never seen somebody kick it off that far downfield.
No, I've never seen that. You know, that might have been kicked a little bit too hard, but it could have hit off somebody's cleat and been deflected backwards. Who knows what that was? But that was certainly interesting.
Quick update over on Twitch. That one has gone final with Pittsburgh winning that one 45-16 over Kent State as we reach 2.5 minutes left to play in this one as Auburn is going to win this one outright. So Tony, looking ahead later to the games that we have got Bowling Green and Notre Dame. Northern Illinois goes to Clemson. Which of those games do you think has the highest watch rating, would you say?
Well, that's a really interesting point. I think both games have a very interesting dynamic. You know, Clemson is going to go with the pistol offense, the Clemson playbook. Notre Dame going to spread away from that power run game that we normally see Wookiee. And the MAC teams looking to be the second MAC upset of the week. Both games, I think, are must watch.
Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better there. As Bowling Green takes on Notre Dame 8:30 over on Twitch. On YouTube, we'll have Northern Illinois over here taking on the Clemson Tigers. If we have reached 1 minute left to play in this game, Baker Thomas is going to drop back on 3rd and 5. Has a receiver. That's going to be Batista going for 25 yards and picking up another Auburn 1st down.
The tight end almost at 100 on the night. Baker Thomas nearing 400 passing as well. It's just been a complete performance by this Auburn offense. Ohio's defense just hasn't had the speed, the pass rush really to contend too much, but they have gotten home a couple times and forced some errant throws.
And you just saw the graphic up there. They've got 21 1st downs in this game. A lot to build on for them as they start to move on to next week and get closer into conference play for them, as that should be the final play in this one, as Storm Odie has hit 180 yards and John Lee with 17 tackles in this one. Great game by both teams. Tony, wrap us up.
Yeah, it was just a dominant performance by Auburn, offensively and defensively. They just were able to do whatever they wanted. But Ohio, there is a lot to learn from this one. 23 points on a good Auburn squad against Power 2 opponents. Love to see that heading into MAC play here in a couple weeks. Baker Thomas, your player of the game, and this was a great one.
Absolutely great one. As this one goes final, Auburn is able to hold on, take the victory over Ohio in this one. 62-23 is your final score in this one. And don't forget, we'll be back at 8:30 CST on Twitch and YouTube. Over on Twitch, Bowling Green takes on Notre Dame. Here on YouTube, Northern Illinois will take on Clemson. I want to give a thank you to everybody in chat today. I want to give a thank you to our associate producer, Austin Crow, our executive producer, Mike Peters, and of course, my broadcast partner, Tony Papal. And on behalf of our broadcast crew, I'm Benny Mixon, and you've been watching the CFXL presented by PX1 Sports on YouTube. Make sure to come back and check out tonight's later games.